There you go, the Harmonators, Kiss Me Now. I tell you what, I was running around this studio trying to get away from him. He thought it was an invitation, girls.
What?
Now he's going to deny it.
No, I thought it was from the girls and the Harmonators wanting me to kiss them now.
Yeah, right.
All right, I'll tell you what. I've got a bloke now who seriously knows how to team up with a good sword. I thought I was doing it pretty well with you, Trace.
Oh, there you go.
But this bloke has got a knack. He's been doing it by himself with a guitar and writing some of Australia's best songs as long as I can remember. But he's got this knack now. He's teamed up with Sarah Storer, who is pretty easy on the eye. I've got to tell you, I like Sarah Storer. And then just last week or the week before, we got to interview
Chrissy Thomas, that's from the mountains. Mm-hmm.
Absolutely gorgeous, fantastic blues voice, and he's teamed up with her. So, Graham, Rodger, I want what you're on.
G'day, Darren. I don't know. Look, if I can figure it out, I'll let you know.
You're going to keep it as a little secret.
Yeah, look, I'll keep that secret, because I might be looking for another one for the next album. But yeah, certainly Sarah did a wonderful job. She was just wonderful to work with and just a wonderful person. And Chrissy, a voice from heaven, you know, she's just beautiful. And yeah, she was just the right voice for the song.
Outstanding, yeah.
You know, I just put Chrissy, like, I'm a real Bonnie Raitt fan, and I just find so much with Chris and Bonnie, they just link together, I think. It's just beautiful.
Yeah, they certainly do, Tracy.
Now, plenty of things on for you. You're going to be out and about all over the countryside as usual over the next few months, and out around Nanango in September, and then back down to the Mildura Country Music Festival. There's no rest for the wicked, is there?
Well, that's exactly right, Darren. Yeah, we're all over the country. We've got a spot on the Mussa at Gympie on the 26th of August, Nanango, Boney Mountain Festival on the 14th and 15th of September down near Warwick, and that's a great festival.
We were just talking about Warwick, and tonight it's getting down to, was it 3 degrees?
-3.
-3.
Oh, -3. Holy heck. I thought we're out at Blackwall and it's been about 0 or 1. So, okay, I'm not going to complain, Tracy.
No, I think they might be wrapping a couple of pipes tonight.
Oh, jeez, yeah. Oh, gee. Yeah, Warwick's a cold place.
Well, by September, that's not that far away, but it mightn't get to -3 by September. It'll be,
be up to 2 or 3 by then.
Nice and warm by then.
Oh, yeah, there'll be a heat wave. Yeah, it'll go up to 2 and 3, yeah.
Now, this song with Chrissy Thomas, Stronger for It All, What's been the thing just recently which has got you into this collaboration with these female singers? Is it something that's happened in the songwriting as such? Is that something changed there? Or just what's the difference?
Look, it started with Sarah. You know, I think duets are a great thing, and the song that we did with Sarah has been on the cards for a couple of years, and it turned out the opposite way. It was originally going to be me in the country and the female counterpart in the city, but we decided to go with something different. I'm in the city and there's a girl in the country, and there was only one girl that could do that, and that was Sarah Storer, and she just played the part so beautifully. And that song went so well. How Chris came about, down in Mildura, the Country Music Festival last year, I worked with Chris on what they call songwriters in the round, and there was Amber Lawrence, myself, and Chris E. Thomas. And I think the afternoon started with Amber, and she sang a song that she wrote, and I sang a song that I'd written. And then it went to this young lady by the name of Chris E. Thomas, who I'd only met about 15 minutes before. And she opened her voice and she sang, and I thought, my goodness, this is just a beautiful voice. And I hadn't forgotten that. And I wrote this song, and I thought of, actually, as I was writing the song, I thought of Chris, and I thought, she's just got to be the right voice to do it. And I sent it to Chris, and she said, love to do it. And so we flew her up to Brisbane, and she recorded in the studio with Michael Fix, and I was there the day that we recorded the song. We did it together, and it just seemed to blend so well. So
really, it sounds like you've written a song for a voice.
Well, yeah, that's true. And I think, Tracy, that is pretty well how it sort of works. You know, when you write a song, you know what sort of voice you want in the song. the song "An Affair of the Heart," Sarah Storer was the right voice. Probably Chris wouldn't have been the right voice, but this particular song, Chris is the right voice and probably the best voice in the country to do it, yeah.
Well, one of the best voices, one of the cleanest country voices, country blues voices I've heard in a long time. Unbelievable. And when our listeners get a chance to hear that very shortly, they can make up their own mind. But I think from a lot of point we've heard something very special there. What about for you in the upcoming future? Plenty of songs still coming out of the pen?
Definitely. Well, this is a lead up to the new album, and that should be out, I'd say, within about 2 to 3 weeks. We've got a brand new album, and I really think it's our best album. We've titled the album after the single "Stronger for It All," and it pretty well sums up the songs in the album. And basically, the songs sum up Australians as, you know, we go through hard times, but we come out the other end stronger for it all. And in a lot of the songs, that's the theme that runs through the lot. But this is our 11th album, this one, and as I said, I do believe it's our best album.
Well, because we are speaking to Graham Rodger. Now, Graham, that album, hopefully, fingers crossed and everything going well, it should be ready for the Gympie Muster then on the 26th of August.
Well, look, we're trying so hard, Tracy. We've just been on to the factory down in Sydney, and it all looks good for getting the album early next week to the distributor, who will take it on to the muster. So, and we're going to sort of basically officially release the album at the Gympie Muster this year.
Oh, fantastic.
Well, for all of those Graham Rodger fans, and we know by every time we see you at Urban Country every year, we know there's plenty of them, and they love to catch up with you. For ones nearby, Nanango Country Music Festival, 7th to the 9th of September, they'll be able to catch you there. Of course, at a fundraiser at Deception Bay in November, and we'll give more details as it gets closer. And of course, pretty exciting, the Redcliffe Country Music Club's pretty excited to have you there on Sunday the 16th of December.
Yeah, that's going to be great, because I lived many years in Redcliffe. I was born in Gympie, but I spent a lot of years in Redcliffe. I went, did my high schooling there, and worked around there for many years. It's sort of my hometown, so that'll be great to go back to Redcliffe.
And honestly, it's a fantastic club too. They're just honestly a bunch of fantastic people, and you'll have an awesome time there.
I'm sure I will, Tracy.
So if you don't meet up with Graham at the muster and you forget to grab that album, there is no excuse, because he's coming right here, Deception Bay, Redcliffe. He's going to be out there, if you're going to travel out to
Nanango?
Nanango, that's coming up very shortly.
Only an hour and a half.
So and a lot of people from here actually go out to the Nanango Country Music Festival. It's quite popular.
And
it's very popular. It's a great festival, I can tell you now. It's one of my favourites, and we go to all the festivals around Australia. We've done them all, and I'd say Nanango's right up there near the top.
So I do know it's in Harriet's heart. We've got Harriet Mitzi here from 101.5, and she loves the Graham Rodger music, and she's always out there at the Nanango Country Music, so I'm sure she'll see you out there.
Okay, good on, Harriet.
We'll look forward to
catching up.
And we might get you to introduce your song right now for our listeners.
I'd love to. Okay, to all the listeners around Caboolture, this is a song that we've really got our hearts into, and I think it relates to all of us in Australia. When we go through hard times, we lose our job, but we come out the other end stronger for it all.